Recorded Books presents Tree of Aeons, Book 4, by Spaizzzer, narrated by Peter Berkrot. Recap of Book 3. Aeon's elites figured out how to pinpoint the Demon King's arrival spot, rigged it with magical bombs, and engaged in battle with the Demon King. Together with the hero, Kai, they managed to defeat the Demon King. But in its final moments, the demon slew the hero Kai and some of Aeon's strongest warriors. Kai, due to a quirk of the system, somehow reformed as a golem made of crystal, while Jura and those who fell in the final battle said their goodbyes through Aeon's soul realm. Year 157. Jura departed, along with many others, for their onward reincarnation. Their souls would go on, rejoin the cycle, and eventually be reincarnated somewhere out there. But my mind still swirled with the conversation we had before he left. Why did you attack the Demon King at that time? Did you feel like it was something you wanted to do? Lovis and Jura thought, as their souls floated in my soul realm, and shrugged. I am not sure. At that moment, it felt like it was something we should have done. I knew I had a shot, and I just took it. I didn't think of it that much. I still thought about those words. Was that divine influence compelling them to do so? How did I know what they did was something performed on their own free will? How was Jura and Lovis's action different from Kai's own experience when she and her fellow heroes met the weakened Demon King? Yet, while a part of me considered the possibility of divine influence, another part of me thought about my loyal friend. He fought by my side for years, and maybe, just maybe, we would cross paths again. The worlds continued to reincarnate everyone. Those who died would take new forms, but forget everything. Maybe he already reincarnated as a baby in the central continent, and I wouldn't know it either. The day immediately after he left, I felt lonely. It was strange to lose his presence, and in some ways, I was reminded by that moment when I first came to this world, when I was trapped and imprisoned by the demon fire and corruption. Empty, nothingness. We will be here for you, Master, my artificial souls reassured me. I felt similar sentiments from the trees everywhere. They'd done this many times, when I felt down and unsure. I sometimes felt that my identity was clearer during these periods of loss. I know. But time for grief was over. With the Demon King killed, we'd merely reset the timer, and there was a lot to process. I believed it was unlikely for the Demon King to appear in the same continent twice, consecutively, even if there was some intelligence on the other end. Regardless, preparations must continue. Based on that single sample of Demon King battle, we'd observed that hero items were clearly super effective. Explosive area traps were also very useful and could deal some damage to the Demon King. I gave the directive to the rest of the continent. We needed a lot more high-density magical munitions, things that we could stack together into a big array of bombs, or use as part of a heavy barrage of projectiles would be great. My anti-demonic weapons were useful, but against the Demon King, their effectiveness was average, not significantly better than the non-anti-demonic weapons. If there were bombs loaded with anti-demonic weapons, that may be a way to mash them together. Either that, or the Demon King itself was not a demon element in the system. Thus, it did not suffer any penalties or weaknesses against anti-demon weapons. My
Sample complete. Ready to continue?